What's up everybody, welcome back to another comic book haul video. So before I begin, I just want to apologize for not doing a comic book haul, I guess you could say like a couple of days ago. I usually do this like every week type of deal, but I didn't have enough from the previous one, so I decided to combine it with this one. So the first comic book that we have is from Earth 2 Comics, and it's the first issue of Supergirl. I got the regular cover, I believe. Yeah, it's the regular cover. I got this one. This is where her actual run starts. I did a small review on her issue 0, but I'm thinking about scrapping it and combining one solid review between her issue 0 and her issue 1. The next book that we have is Cyborg issue 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is the issue 0 of his run. I'm actually very excited to read this. There was the variant cover where it's him standing out completely on the front, but I wanted this one. This is the regular cover. Now the next comic book that I picked up is the Green Arrow issue 6. This is actually the variant cover for it. But again, folks, this is one of my favorite runs in the DC Rebirth in general. I'm not really digging Justice League, but I will give it a shot. But in terms of runs that I've been enjoying from the very start is Green Arrow, Flash, Nightwing, and Titans, and also Green Lanterns. Those are really good to pick up, but definitely recommend picking up the Green Arrow issue for sure. Now the next one that I also picked up is Harley Quinn issue 3. This is the regular cover. I wanted this one more because it had Poison Ivy, and I love Ivy. I love the whole Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy relationship, so I thought this was the more, I guess you could say, preferred cover. I don't know why that took a while, but this is the more preferred cover for me because, like I said, I love Poison Ivy and I love Harley Quinn. Poison Ivy's actual solo run that they threw out, I believe it was like a couple of months ago, I didn't get the chance to pick them all up individually, so now I'm on a quest to find all the single issues independently. Or individually, I mean, but it was still a good read. I love the art, the writing was spot on, so I hope we get to see something like that in the future. But for now, I picked up a comic that has her on the cover. And now the next issue that we picked up is Nightwing issue 4. This is the regular cover. Whoops, sorry about that. This is the regular cover right here. Again, I've been loving this series in general, so it's actually pretty nice to see Nightwing in his iconic blue. And the story, like I said, it's really good. Very good. And now the next comic that I picked up is interesting because you guys are gonna see right now. This comic book is called Black Hammer. It's from Dark Horse Comics, and I was flipping through the pages and it looked really, really good. Like I should definitely be reading this. The only thing is, this isn't what caught my attention, this cover. And funny enough, this cover is really, really good. And this is the regular cover. This isn't even the variant. The variant, on the other hand, is like a homage cover. Homage cover, you know what I mean. And because I believe I have like a variant of Multiversity that kind of looks like this, and then I think I also have the Justice League issue that kind of looks like this. I'm not 100% sure because I have a lot of like comic books in general, but this one caught my attention first, and I didn't realize that this is actually the variant of Black Hammer. But in general, you guys expect to see a review on this comic book. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up now, and let's hope that I enjoy it because it really, look at this beautiful variant cover and beautiful regular cover. It's seriously amazing. So I'm excited to read this one because it's like the first Dark Horse comic that I picked up in a while. My God. And now the next thing that I picked up is from a run that I'm not really too happy about in terms of the DC universe. This is actually DC, this is actually Batman issue 2. This is the regular cover. Again, I'm not really enjoying this one, but I figured, you know what? I only read the first issue. Why not pick up the rest of the run, or at least up to what I can? So I picked up issue 2 because I already have issue 1. And right here is the issue 3. This is the regular cover. This is issue 3 right here. And this is issue 4. And again, this is the regular cover. Because everyone's been saying it's good as like later on in the issues. Like probably I think issue 3 is where it changes around, or issue 4. But I don't know. To be honest, you guys, if you're reading it, please let me know if you're enjoying it. Personally, I'm not really enjoying it. And I love Batman, but this isn't like, I guess you could say I'm so spoiled by how I would picture Batman to really be. But then this Batman is more of a healer Batman where he actually cares about and tries to fix, I guess you could say, Gotham. He cares about Gotham and tries to fix the situations in Gotham, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe one day I'll do a review on this, but until then, I'm not 100% sure. I'm looking left and right to make sure that the camera looks fine and all that stuff. And now the next comic that I picked up is Superman issue 3. I believe this is the regular cover. I'm actually enjoying this run. Shout out to my friend John. He's the one that told me that I should be picking this up, and I really am loving it. I really am. This is like this is a New 52 Superman. This is the old Superman, the one that we're all more familiar with. And this is issue 4, and I think this is the variant cover. I love this one because it matched with this. And not only that, we got to see a very nice cover because look at that. He's more I guess you could say he's standing out more. Like, it shows Superman being Superman. You know, he's flying upwards and has that kind of like heroic pose type of deal. Now, the next comic book was sold out everywhere the day it came out. I don't know how long it's been since I tried to look for this comic book specifically, but I'm so happy because I went to Meltdown Comics yesterday and I finally found this goddamn comic book. This comic book is called Sons of Anarchy, Redwood original. It says Prospect right here. And for those of you that are big fans of Sons of Anarchy, I highly recommend this one. It's more of a prequel when Jax was a prospect. I actually read it and I'm actually thinking about doing a review on it. I'm not sure how many of you are big Sons of Anarchy fan. I love the show. I strongly believe that there has not been a show that I guess you could say that has the right kind of emotion, the right kind of writing. It's not like a typical, how do you say this? It's not like a typical show. This show really brought together what it meant to be like a family, what it really meant to be a brotherhood for people who have your, I guess you could say, your back and stuff like that, like people who are always next to you. And then it also showed like the darker side of it where things got really grim in the show itself. There's some things that I wish didn't happen in the show, but I'm in a way like, I'm not gonna say it's a good thing that it happened in the show. It's more of like, I wish I didn't put it in the show. But I still think that Sons of Anarchy to this day is still one of my favorite shows. And the funniest thing ever is I didn't get into the show until like season 4 or 5, and I had no idea that it was being filmed around my area or my cities. I mean, I've seen like a lot of places that are very familiar that I've actually driven by, and I had no idea that it was being filmed around the area. So I thought it was pretty cool that we had a very good iconic show being filmed around the area. So I thought it was cool. I'm also excited for the Mayan MC. Let's hope that goes very well. Now the next thing that I picked up is from Amoeba, and guess what, folks? This is Y the Last Man Volume 4. As you all know, I'm trying to get these individually. I don't want to collect that giant compiled book that they usually do, or that they're now doing. So I'm trying to find all the individual ones. So this is right here. This is Volume 4. I'm actually very happy that I found this at Amoeba. And then the next thing that I picked up is Y the Last Man Volume 5. Again, I'm so happy that I found this thing. You don't understand. This is a big deal to me because you don't find these as much anymore. Like, I used to remember going into like Earth 2 had it. I used to go to Frankenstein's, they used to have it. Sometimes you might find some of them, but you don't really find too many. I don't know if Spirals Heroes ever had it, but there was some other store that I went to in the area. I forgot the name of it. And they had it, and now they don't have these individual ones. Now they have the giant books, and I don't want to buy the giant books. I want these smaller ones. And now the next comic books that I picked up is from one of my favorite places that I always mention, and I keep supporting this place because, again, I love the owner and I love everything that he has in that store. Funny thing about that is I almost spent a little too much money on 2 very specific key issues that he had that day. He had the first appearance of Star Sapphire, and he was selling that. Well, I don't want to name the price. I don't want to talk about the price. And he also had the first appearance of Black Hand, one of the green Black Lanterns, as we all know it. And I wasn't debating. I wasn't sure if I should spend that much and be like, all right, you guys, this isn't really a comic haul. This is more of a key issue haul type of deal. But I was like, you know what? Let me look around the store, and if I find anything, if I don't, then I'll pick up the key issues. And funny enough, someone bought both those key issues the same day that I was there. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. That sucked. But then again, I'm kind of proud. I'm kind of glad, because I didn't want to spend too much money. It was a lot. Trust me. I would have not been able to do a comic haul for like the next maybe 2-3 weeks, or maybe even more than that. I'm probably exaggerating on how long it's gonna be. But anyways, these comic books are from Spirals Heroes. A comic book that caught my attention is called Southern Cross. This is issue 2. As I was reading issue 1 that I have right here in the pile, but again, let me talk about this one. This one caught my attention. Issue 1 ended in a way where it was pretty interesting. I want to read the rest of this now because, well, I found it for 50 cents and I'm pretty late on this, but I think this is still an ongoing series, which is really good in a way, but really bad because now I have to like gamble whether or not I'm going to find these other issues. Now the next thing that I picked up is Planet of the Apes issue 6. This is cover B, which is weird because it's not a variant, it just says cover B and it's issue 6. Why did I pick up an issue 6, you say? Because I love Planet of the Apes. I really do. I love Planet of the Apes. There's nothing makes me more happy than to see a movie of Planet of the Apes, and I'm actually very excited for the next one I believe they announced, which has like a ridiculously long name. So I don't know why they didn't just go Planet of the Apes, War of the Apes, instead of like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or something like that. Like, you know, it's just this. You're gonna see this right now. Let me show you this. This is issue 1. regular cover of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. 1 of 6, actually. So I'm actually really happy that I found this one. I was reading it and I love it. Again, like I said, I'm a big fan of Planet of the Apes, so this is a big deal for me. This is a big deal. Now the next thing that I picked up is something for the collection because I love Y the Last Man. This is actually Y the Last Man issue 19. This is the regular cover. And I love it because look at it. Like what like what's going on here, man? But I love the cover, so it was pretty cool that I found this there. And like I said, when it comes to collection purposes, and if I love a certain series, I will try to find the single issues and pile them up and create my own thing. That's basically what I'm doing with Saga. But Saga's a little bit more difficult. Now the next thing that I picked up is from Scott Snyder, American Vampire issue 1. One of you guys mentioned this to me on a live stream if I read anything else that Scott Snyder has ever written. And to be honest, I've only read the Batman New 52 run, his All-Star Batman, and also his Witches run. But one of you recommended to pick up American Vampire because you guys said it was actually pretty good. So here I am. I found issue 1, funny enough. So it's pretty cool. I found it at Spiros Heroes for 50 cents. I was like, yay! And now the next thing that I picked up, I'm a huge fan of Tomb Raider. Alright? This is issue 1. That's right, issue 1. I have a lot of other Tomb Raider runs inside my short boxes, so I'm trying to like pile up all the ones that I possibly can. This was the Survivor's Guilt. And again, this is issue 1. This is pretty nice, right? Yeah. And now the next thing that I found is the Southern Cross issue 1, but this is the ghost variant of that story that I was telling you guys, the first one that I picked up. I'm actually very happy that I found this one because, like I said, it's still an issue 1. Unfortunately, it's the ghost variant. It still looks pretty cool though. I think so. It looks pretty cool. Another thing that I picked up is Chew issue 1. This is the dollar book. I'm not sure if this is their actual image 1 because I know for a fact they always do this image first, issue 1 type of deal, but I'm not 100% sure. So either way, it's issue 1 and it's image first, issue 1 of Chew. I have 4 trades of Chew, and I'm gonna start reading that because I was saving it to read with another friend of mine, but I'm just gonna start reading all the stuff that I have saved. I really want to read all of my comic books, so it's gonna be pretty good. Now the next thing I picked up is another homage cover. It's Superman 124. We all know what this one's from. This is from Action Comics, I believe it's called, right? And it looks pretty nice. It was pretty good. I asked my friend's the one I found it, and he's like, do you want it? And I told him, if you want it, you can have it, because I'm not a really big Superman fan. But he was like, nah, I know you like your comic books, I know you like collections and stuff like that. And he was like, here, just take it. And I was like, all right, cool. And so here you go. This is Superman issue 124. Now the next thing that I picked up is Cthulhu Tales Tainted. This is issue 1 from Boom Studios. I've never read anything about this thing here, but I love the character himself. Even though I mispronounced the name, or I probably pronounced the name correctly, I'm never too sure. I hear like different pronunciations of Cthulhu, so I'm just gonna say it's Cthulhu. Now the next thing that I picked up is also what I found inside the 50-cent boxes. This is the first appearance of the Global Guardians. It's not really a rare key issue thing, but it's still like one of those minor key issue things. It's the first appearance of the Global Guardians. I've never heard anything about them, so the fact that I have them, I mean, I guess you could say it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry to everybody who's like a big fan. This is the first time I've ever heard about these guys, so I'm sorry. The next thing that I found was pretty nice. I thought I can gift this to somebody who's like a big Simpsons fan. This is the Simpsons Comics and Story. This is issue 1. This is the smaller one. This is the $2.50 one. I know there's a much bigger size comic book that's like about $2.75 and it's the exact same thing as this. But, wow, my voice cracked. But, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. 50 cents for this little guy here. Alright. By the way, this looks like my friend Ryan. Now, the last comic book is one of the best things I could ever find because I officially believe that I have the complete run of this. And it's one of my favorite runs from Grant Morrison. And I'm so happy because I was looking through my boxes and I think I officially have all of it. Because I found the other issues scattered, not being in the same order as the one that I found. Or the ones that I have, I mean. So ladies and gentlemen, it's not in the best shape. Actually, it actually is in the best shape. It's just a bag. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have completed my return. The Return of Bruce Wayne. This is issue 6. This is the last one that I believe I needed because I think I found the rest of them scattered around in my boxes. But if it is the last one that I needed, I'm gonna just say it right now, I know I completed it. This is it. This is issue 6 of Return. The Return of Bruce Wayne by Grant Morrison. Hands down, I'm so happy. You have no idea. Every cover is amazing. The story itself is amazing, and I could not be happier to know that I finally finished another run of my comic books. This was seriously the best thing ever. I know I picked up the Sons of Anarchy Redwood original prospect, but this right here, you have no idea how long I've been trying to get this. Because I had the trade, I loved it, and when I found the single issues, I had to. I just had to. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed my comic book haul. The last row of comics that I picked up were from a 50-cent store called Spiro's Heroes here in Canoga Park. And the other ones I picked up were from Earth 2 down in Sherman Oaks. And I got the Sons of Anarchy at Meltdown Comics somewhere around Sunset in Hollywood. And Amoeba, I picked up the Why the Last Man's from Amoeba. But again, everybody, thank you so much for watching the videos. I truly do appreciate it. Stay tuned for some comic book reviews. I'm going to try to get this video as, finished as soon as possible. I'm trying to get this uploaded for you guys today, which is right now 1:22 p.m. September 8th. So I'm going to start transferring the files over there, start editing this, so maybe the video might come out around like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock my time. And if it's too late for you guys, I'm sorry, but please make sure to enjoy the video in general. And I will try to get you guys a comic book review for, if not tomorrow, for Saturday, because I want to make sure that I get this comic book video finished with before I upload and work on the other ones. But again, everybody, thank you so much for watching and showing support in the video. I know you see my dog right here. He's so cute. He's so cute. You a good boy? But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Peace out.